from Denver. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Carr. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okurebunom. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Broncos had 15-1 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. First carry here for Ken Walker. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. This defense for the Broncos, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Walker now on 1st and 10. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And going right back to Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Aaron Donald able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the gun, it's Walker. Down to the 42, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Jackson now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On the option to give to Williams here. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know the guy's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Steps away to his left. This is intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off the option, here's Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Again, it's Williams. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And his kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And this one is right through, and the lead stretches 16-3 now. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to take another shot here. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. On play action, Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Tanner Muse Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Straight ahead, Walker. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Room here to run. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They go play action with Jackson. He completes this to Walker. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Left side complete to Lockett. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. They been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Let's go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 40 yards. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Jackson on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Dancing to his left. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Here's Jackson to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Trying the left side with Walker. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Walker once more. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks have regained the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the option to give to Williams here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the fourth quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle, here's Walker. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
It moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They run again with Walker. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Sticking with Walker on second down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I'm a little surprised right here. They got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. For the lead, here's third and goal. Jackson will keep it, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now the try here for the point after. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Seahawks, they finish things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Denver, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already